Welcome to Walks with Moss. Today we have a mission. We are going to try to see if cauliflower mushrooms will grow back year after year. Every time I've tried to find a cauliflower in a spot where I found one before in the past, I have failed, but that's not going to stop me from trying today. We're going to go to a waypoint I made where I found a huge cauliflower mushroom last year, and we're hoping that it grew back this year. Let's see. The forecast today is 0.33 inches of rain, which is 8 millimeters. That's quite a lot of rain, but it rained really hard on the way in, so I'm hopeful maybe we've seen the end of the rain today. I'm all dressed for the rain except for one thing. I accidentally left my boots in the garage. I was going to put them on when I got to the trailhead. So instead of hiking in my waterproof boots, I'm hiking in my best work shoes. Bella is wearing her Hunter Orange today. It's a hand-me-down coat. It used to belong to Sage, and it's just a little bit big on Bella. And I've got a splash of orange. Hopefully that shows up on my backpack. Here's something from the Amanita geminata group. And this over here looks like a russula. Yep, that's a russula. Looks like a blackening one, maybe. There's lots of mushrooms out. So far we haven't found any choice edibles, but I know we will. I know we will. Here's what is it? Hideous Gomphidius. Gomphidius subroseus, which is a parasite on the swillis. Ew, I don't like swillis. I keep trying to find a way to make swillis edible, but so far I have failed. But I've got a new idea. Pickled. I think if I pickle them in a really spicy hot solution, then I can use them in my salsa in the place of my pickled banana peppers or my tamed jalapeno peppers. I think they might be good that way. At any rate, if I get another big batch of chanterelles this year, that's what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to pickle them and make them really, really spicy. Let's carry on. We're about a mile from my spot where I found matsutake here last year. Nope, not the sweetbread. I was hoping this might be that sweetbread one. But nope, it's an Amanita. And it's an Amanita that grows in association with matsutake. So where are my matsutake today? Matsutake like to grow on these cut road banks that have evergreen huckleberries. But you have to walk a lot of miles of logging roads to actually find a matsutake. What on earth? Oh my goodness, what on earth? Well, this is a little bit better than finding a matsutake. I think this is real. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll take that over a matsutake any day. Wow, I saw that laying there and I'm like, it looks a little bit like money, but I'm sure it's just garbage or fake money or something that looks like money. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I think this is money, but probably like a 5 or a 1 or something. And then I open it up and see it's 100. Holy cow. How cool is that? I am going to put that towards buying new waterproof boots. Excellent. Wow. Better than a cauliflower even, maybe. I mean, I could buy some cauliflower mushroom with this. Holy cow. $100 just laying there in the rain. Must have been dropped by a hunter. That's all who's been back here recently. I mean, there's been brush pickers back here. There's all kinds of garbage left behind by brush pickers, but would this look this good if it had been laying here since brush picking season in the spring? I don't think so. So, wow, what a find. And I found it while the camera was rolling too. I would have acted more excited when I first saw it, but I didn't think it was actually money. Holy cow, $100. Hello, Benjamin Franklin. Very cool. I paused to put my $100 bill safely in my wallet, which is tucked way back in my backpack. I'm not going to drop any $100 bills on the trail. We are still almost a mile from my Matsutake spot. When I said we were a mile away before, or over a mile away, we were actually a mile and a half away. We've got to keep going. It's on the other side of all these beautiful golden trees, I think. Got to keep going. My knee hurts a little bit. All my joints hurt a little bit. I had a COVID shot 2 weeks ago, and my body did not react well to it. It made all of my joints hurt. I'm not very happy about that. Here we go. GPS says we are within 50 feet of where I found Matsutake last year. Fingers crossed. Can we find some more here this year? 34 feet. This area looks familiar too. Yeah, I remember that log right there. 16 feet, which is basically the same as being there with the GPS, because civilian GPSs aren't allowed to be perfectly accurate. Well, I don't see any Matsutake here this year. That's okay. I have no doubt at some point on this hike, we are going to find some choice edible mushrooms. We're out of those nice woods now and just into logging country. And we're about a half mile now from the spot where I found that giant cauliflower last year. Even if I don't find another cauliflower in that spot, I think I will find something edible. Because last year there were lots of interesting mushrooms in that area. We will find something edible before the day's over. My boss just sent me an email. What was I doing looking at my email while hiking? Asked me if I can photograph volleyball tonight. I don't know, I might need to tell him no because my work shoes are gonna be too wet, right? Is that a good excuse? Guess I can wear my hiking boots. Look here, some very fresh bear poop. Looks like it's filled with huckleberries. Wow. We're definitely in bear country. But luckily here we only have black bears, no grizzly bears. There were never grizzly bears in the Olympics, so there's no danger of them being reintroduced even. Here's a gorgeous big leaf maple tree, Acer macrophyllum, starting to show some fall colors. And here is a branch that fell off of it that is covered with the lichen Loberia pulmonaria. The common name for that is miner's lettuce, but it's definitely not something that you want to eat. It's really gorgeous out here today, and I am so glad that apparently all the rain we're going to have was this morning. Yes, we are staying dry and warm. That is so cool. But will we find a cauliflower mushroom? We'll find out. We are 2/10 of a mile away, and yes, I know that fraction can be reduced, but I like 2/10. I can visualize 2/10 way easier than I can visualize 1/5. So we are 2/10 of a mile from my cauliflower spot. Close enough to our waypoint now to head into the woods. And there's a blue flag down here, which I think was left by me. We've got some chanterelle mushrooms, Pretty soggy, but might be usable. So that might be our edible mushroom for today. Unless my cauliflower mushroom came back. So I don't know if I left this flag or not. Let's see. And if I did, I think I left it to find my way out, not to mark exactly where the cauliflower was, because I remember the cauliflower being back in here a ways. But here's a stump right here. Maybe this was my cauliflower stump. But no, I remember it being back in here farther. It was kind of a pain to get to. So let's keep going. I think I placed that flag to mark where I left my bicycle or my backpack or something like that. Seeing lots of coral mushrooms, and the cauliflower mushroom is a type of coral mushroom. All right, let's look at the GPS. How close are we? Oh, according to GPS, we're still 120 feet away. Good. Let's keep going. There's some witch's butter. So the winter mushrooms are starting to grow. We're within 60 feet according to the GPS, and I see another flag, which I am almost certain is my flag. And I see the stump that I think I found the cauliflower on last year. So did my cauliflower mushroom return? Let's find out. Nope, it did not return. Something's dug out this stump though. Huh. Yep. My cauliflower mushroom did not return. I've never had one return. And I keep reading that they'll come back to the same spot every year. That's never been my experience. So we're not going home with a cauliflower mushroom today unless we find a different one. But we are going home with some chanterelles and some good exercise and a $100 bill. So I can't really complain. Last year was an incredible year for cauliflowers. I'm thinking this year might be an off year for them. I think I found some Nematoloma capnoides, not to be confused with fasciculari. Fasciculari are poisonous. I think these are capnoides. I'm going to pick some and then I'll go home and do a spore print just to double check. But yeah, I think this is the right one. And capnoides are quite good, but fasciculari are poison. So you really want to get the right ID on these puppies. I think this is the right one though, because they're kind of grayish underneath instead of green. I'm going to put them in a separate bag from everything else just in case though. This is a nice cluster of chanterelles, but I think these are all past their prime. I was really lucky to find those two fresh ones. Chanterelles are, I think, kind of done for the year, unless we get another flush. But this first flush of chanterelles is all just getting sogged out and just not choice edibles anymore. And a yucky. See, this one's not too bad. Yeah, it's got no brown on the inside, so it's actually good, just kind of soggy. Well, even though we're a long ways back in, and it's not brush picking season, someone I think has been here hunting chanterelles. Here's some of their discards, maybe. Pile of chanterelles here. I don't think they grew here. But look what we did find. Bella's coat. Huh. Bella, why did you take your coat off? Let's get your coat back on. Bella loves wearing clothes. Come on, buddy, you need your coat on. It's hunting season. You've got to wear orange. The way you thrash around in the brush, you attract so much attention from hunters. Let's make sure that you are orange. I wonder if maybe the Matsutake came back and people found those as well, since there's definitely been mushroom hunters back here. I've never actually seen anyone back here before that would have been hunting mushrooms or picking brush. So we got some capnoides, I think, and some chanterelles, and a $100 bill. I'm going to call that good. I'm going to sit down over here somewhere and have my lunch, and I've got to find some water. I did not pack water today because it was supposed to be falling from the sky in huge quantities, and it's not. You know what? We might not find water today. Oh, I see some way over there, but how wet am I going to have to get to reach that? Dang. Wow. Yeah, I should have packed some water, but it was supposed to be raining so hard. I was sure that there'd be water everywhere, falling from the sky. Not the case today. So I guess our next mission is to find some water so we can have lunch. Look at the steam coming out of her head. Wow. Bella's head is still steaming. I'm waiting for my water to boil. I'm going to get it up to a really, really good boil today, considering the state of that water. There we go. Now it's boiling good. I'm going to let it keep boiling for a while, though. Cheers from the swamp. I can't drink it quite yet, though, because I boiled it for so long. It's too hot. But anyway, I've got my coffee, so cheers. My swamp coffee actually tastes really nice. It must be because I'm good and hungry. It's quite nice. Boy, it sure looks like it's gonna rain though. I hope not. No, Bella, no, you eat your dog food. Bella wants noodles. It's been a long time since I've cooked noodles. She's got her dog food there, but she doesn't really want dog food. What she really wants is my noodles. I can't believe there's no swamp aftertaste at all in this. This must just be freshly fallen rainwater, even though it was kind of dark colored. Yeah, here comes the rain. This is one good cup of coffee. Are you jealous of my swamp coffee? Lunch today will be noodles with dehydrated smoked trout and some dehydrated zucchini. And I was planning on throwing in some fresh chanterelle mushroom. Yeah, I might do that. Although I don't know how much boiling I want to do. Oh boy, here comes the rain. Woo! It's raining, it's pouring, the mushrooms are a-sporing. Hopefully this second rain will bring in another flush of chanterelles. It hasn't gotten down to freezing yet. So mushroom season is still on. My noodles are getting boiled to death, which is good. My swamp noodles, they're almost ready. And of course I forgot my spoon today, but that's okay. I found some cutlery right here. Didn't even have to get up. Got my very own custom-made chopsticks. It's noodle time. Swamp noodle time. So let's see how the swamp noodles taste. Yep, they taste great. For dessert today, I've got some fruit leather. I don't know which kind. Looks like grape. Oh, and a little bit of blackberry. Cool. There's the blackberry leather. And there's the grape leather. I made a ton of fruit leather this year. I'll be eating this all winter. I'm really excited about that. Bella just took off like a shot because a little bird flew low over the water here. Now it's over there somewhere. Bella, oh geez, careful. I think that's exactly how Patches got hurt so badly one time, that the Grays Harbor Animal Control and the sheriff came to help us get Patches off the trail. We were in kind of a swampy area like that with logs, and I think she impaled herself on a log. I'll never know for sure though. Okay, let's find our way out of this swamp. It's no wonder there's bear poop here. This is a great spot for huckleberry picking, it turns out. And they're still going strong. Gosh, maybe I'll come out and pick some more and make some more huckleberry leather this year. I can't believe how good the huckleberries are this year. This is a really good bush here. I feel like saving some of the berries for seeds to try to plant some. These are some nice blue ones. They come in two different colors, black and blue, and the blue ones tend to be a little bit bigger and taste a little bit better. We heard a loud sound in the brush on the other side. I don't know if that was a bear or the wind. It could be either with all these delicious berries here. Skeleton back here. I'm sure it's an animal skeleton. Still, it's a little bit disconcerting to find a skeleton. There we go. Yeah, it's deer. I see the hooves. Oh, and there's the jaw there. Where's the skull? I think this deer might have died of natural causes because the... Oh yeah, there's the skull right there. Look at that. Bella, stay out of that. That's nasty. Look at that. Wow. It's still got flesh on it. It's pretty disgusting. Unfortunately, Bella is snacking on something related to this deer, which is not good. I think that's a way for her to get worms or who knows what. I've heard of people that pack nice clean water for their dogs when they take them hiking. I'm not sure why, because dogs will eat or drink anything. Seems a waste of time to me. What are these? I think we've got the cat again. Let's see. Let's pull this. I gotta pull this up to see what it is. What are you? Oh, it's some kind of tooth fungi, hidden elm or something probably. I don't know if these are edible. Huh. I kind of doubt it. There's a lot of them. Whatever they are. Wow. What is that sound? Almost sounds electronic. It's gotta be a bug of some sort, right? Yeah, there we go. Hey, you! Are you a bug? Hey, what are you? What are you? I want to find out what's making that sound. No, I think I've thoroughly frightened it now. Oh yeah, it's gotten away somewhere. Some sort of insect. One time when I was hiking and I was desperate for water for my dog, I found one of these and opened up the spigot and got some water. Wow, this one's a bit fancier. It's got a generator. Dang. But I think this is just a water tank. But this one doesn't seem to have a spigot that's easy to access. Looks like you actually have to fire up this generator to get water out of it. Wow. That's a pretty fancy setup. It's kind of fun picking huckleberries here and knowing that very recently a bear was probably picking berries from the exact same bush. Although, I think they just, with their mouths, so maybe these huckleberries aren't very sanitary if bears have been at it. Hopefully all the rain we had this morning washed away all the bear saliva. Don't really like thinking about that. Now, eating after a bear, maybe not such a cool thing to be doing. We are back in the Matsutake zone, so I am looking for Matsutakes and $100 bills. I'd be happy with either. Some sort of critter's making a lot of noise up there. I think it's a squirrel picking pine cones out of the tree, and the sound is the pine cones hitting the ground. There's a big animal down there somewhere. I think it's either a deer or a bear based on the sound. Interestingly, there's a row of blue ribbons here too. I don't think it's a brush picker though, or a timber cruiser. Sure would like to get a look at it. So would Bella. What's down there, buddy? What's down there? We could very well have frightened a bear off the trail. Well, it stopped moving or making sounds now. And the only thing I can hear is the Kapowsin skydiving airplane. Did you find some nice muddy water to go with your deer carcass? We're back where I found that money, and there's a brush picker trail here, so I think we should follow this brush picker trail and see if there's any more money. No more money. This sure looks like a good spot to find chanterelles. It's the right age of Douglas fir, and it's mossy and moist, and it's been slightly disturbed by brush picking. There's Allotropa virgata, the candy stipe plant from like the year before last. And this is a mutualist on Matsutake. If this is here, that means that there is Matsutake mycelium down there. Doesn't mean you'll find the mushroom, but the mycelium is definitely there. So it's worth looking around just a little bit. I've never found Matsutake like directly on top of the Allotropa, but within a few feet of it normally. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can find some of this mycelium down here. Matsutake has a very distinctive smell, so if I find the mycelium, I'll know it just by its smell. Let's see if we can find some Matsutake mycelium. That looks like mycelium there. I'm going to sniff it. I can't tell if it smells like Matsutake because there's so much dirt. I'm going to keep digging, and if I can find some good Matsutake mycelium, I'm going to take it home with me. Well, I found next year's saprophytic plant growing, and you know what? I'm not sure if this is candy stipe. I think this might be something else. Well, I'm not exactly sure what little baby candy stipe looks like. And this isn't weird, because this isn't the time of year for this stuff to be coming up. Maybe it's not candy stipe. Maybe it's another kind of mycoheterotroph. I guess I won't disturb this anymore. Maybe it's some really rare mycoheterotroph. I'm not convinced that this is allotropa by the looks of it. So maybe it's another mycoheterotroph that grows with russulas. Kind of cool to dig down and find it, though. Yeah, wow. But yeah, I guess I won't disturb it any more than that. I wouldn't expect to see it getting ready to come up now. Maybe it's supposed to sit underground all winter, waiting to come up in the spring? I don't understand. Interesting. Let's just undisturb this area. Replace all that beautiful moss. Looks like maybe some ceratodon? I don't know. Roadside moss. Replace all that. I'm going to mark this though and come back. I want to see what this is for sure. I marked this with my GPS, plus put a little circle of rocks around it, and I'm going to keep an eye on it. I want to see what plant comes up out of that and when it comes up. I think it's waiting until spring to come up. And I still think it could be Allotropa virgata. It's just hard to tell when it's so old. Bella is about to lose her coat again. I'm going to have to sew this up in so many places when we get back. Bella, why are you taking your coat off? This dog is smart. Even though we're not within sight of the car, she heard me record my outro. So she knows the hike is over. So she's lagging behind because she doesn't want to get in the car. We had an excellent day. We got 6.5 miles of exercise. We found some chanterelles. We found some conifer tufts. We found a $100 bill. We got some relaxation. We drank some swamp coffee. We had a great time. Bella's had her hiking fix for the day, or at least the next half of the day anyway. It's time to go home. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll let you know what I spent that $100 on. And please keep on commenting. It's the comments that keep me going. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.